When the mentally ill Mad King George and his abusive parliament threatened the freedoms and spirit of Americans, we didn't sit on our hands and whine about it. No, we took to the streets and our country was born. Now it's 250 years later, and there's another mentally ill tyrant, a corrupt would-be king, and his gutless Congress who want to fight crazy foreign wars and crush our freedoms here at home. It didn't work then, and it will not work now, but only if we stop them. This is Robert De Niro imploring you to join me and millions of our fellow citizens in the nonviolent No Kings demonstration on Saturday, March 28th. Go to nokings.org to find, volunteer, or host a protest near you. It's time to make America sane again.
Breaking news coming out of the USA. 7 million Americans have hit the streets today in the No Kings protests and demonstrations. 3,000 cities, every state, one message, No Kings. This is one of the largest demonstrations in American history, larger than the Women's March, larger than the Vietnam protests, larger than any single day of the George Floyd demonstrations. 7 million people who pay taxes, who send their kids to school, who fill their gas tanks, who watch the news, who read the Epstein files, who counted the dead in Iran, who decided today was the day to be counted. This post was done by Brian Allen on X. Now, what are the No Kings protests? The No Kings protests are a nationwide U.S. movement with major actions in June 2025, October 2025, and March 2026, opposing what organizers call executive overreach, corruption, and authoritarian actions by the Trump administration. Centered on the belief that America doesn't have kings, the protests unite people against policies such as aggressive immigration enforcement, National Guard deployments, and perceived threats to democracy. The slogan is, the movement rallies under the banner No Thrones, No Crowns, No Kings. The goals of the movement: participants protest against the expansion of presidential power and to defend democratic principles. Actions: over 7 million people joined more than 2,700 events across 50 states in October 2025. The March 2026 protests included actions in Washington, D.C. Targeted issues: protesters have focused on immigration enforcement, foreign policy, and federal overreach. What do you all think about this? And if you are American, are you for or against the No Kings protests?
It's time to do the right thing. Our country does not belong to greedy billionaires or anyone who rules through fear and violence. It belongs to the people. No Kings is hosting events all across the nation on March 28th. I encourage you to take a stand and be there. They're targeting, profiling, and arresting American citizens without a warrant or reason and threatening humanity to all people. And I am not okay with that. This is the time to speak up in any way you can. And if you'd like to join our community in voicing No Kings, visit nokings.org to find an event near you. I believe in you, and I still believe in America to make this right. We can do this.
Over to another story playing out today. It's the No Kings protest. It's the third one. CNN is saying there's going to be millions of people, they say it's in the suburbs, they say it's in red states. Our team unearthed a Craigslist poster. I want to pull it up. It's a jobs posting for the No Kings, quote, anti-Trump protest on the sales team. You make 20% commission. You earn $150 to $200 cash. You're going to hit the streets, right? You're going to go buy some merch, Clay?
I got to make, it's tax season, Kaylee, with all the money the government's taken from me. I got to make money wherever I can. I can't wait to get out and protest.
I've been seeing a lot of discourse around No Kings, as it always happens when No Kings comes up. This is going to be the third No Kings, and I have the personal belief that I have yet to see any material changes from the first two. No actual call to actions, no next step, no community building from the other No Kings events, while people claim to have said that they've met so many people. And one of the biggest issues that I have around it is how it is that people find themselves there in the first place. If you find that you're going to No Kings this time around because your gas prices have gone up, you have lost the plot. There are people out there right now that'll say that they are protesting against fascism, and they'll be like, oh, fuck ICE. But then afterwards, will be taking selfies with the police or thanking them for showing up and it being a peaceful event. Because the education and the framework around institutionalized harm in the form of policing is something that Black people have had to deal with and confront head on for multiple generations. So when folks talk about things like ICE being Nazi, you completely bypass the harm of state-sanctioned violence that we have had to endure consistently. And folks that have been doing movement work for a very long time, organizing, mobilizing, strategizing, have been telling you all that you all are getting it wrong when it comes to No King. And you still have yet to listen. But at the same time are at these parades singing civil rights hymns. Make that make sense.
Donald Trump must be completely freaking out right now because the crowds that are gathering for No Kings today are insane. Look at this crowd just in Boston, Massachusetts alone. Over 100,000 people expected at this protest. How bad of a person do you have to be for this many people to protest you on their day off?
So ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping that you're all doing well today and welcome to the channel. So I'm talking about 4 months down the line since 2026 started, and it has been a hell of a ride for the United States of America. Currently, there's a lot of inflation that is going on. There's a lot of taxation that is going on, and the country, having been declared insolvent, is really questionable. It means that the treasury is broke, and that means that it might reach a point that there will not be really enough funds to fund facilities like healthcare, infrastructure, even the security itself. And it was a bad thing when Trump declared war with the USA and the Iran people. I mean, for what cause was he doing that? And right now, a lot of people are asking, people have been paying taxes and all that. Where did the money go? Yes, the money is being used to fight a war that people really don't know why, you know? And right now, as we speak, there is a massive protest all over the USA about the No King. They're not bowing down to the king because their lives are it's beginning to get miserable, because to the point where you are able to work so hard for your livelihood, but then again, you're not able to get you're not able to enjoy the support that the government is supposed to be giving you. So right now, as we speak, there's a lot of areas, we're talking about Minnesota, Philadelphia, Chicago, New York. People are protesting because of the bad leadership that is under Donald Trump. And when is this going to stop? Because it's not stopping anytime soon. The first thing we had the ICE. The ICE was deporting people unlawfully, detaining people unlawfully, detaining kids unlawfully. And this is something that made a lot of people to question the Trump's administration, and therefore they're not even able to give answers as per now. So what about those people who voted for Trump? I feel like they've been hit a lot with this whole circus and they don't have anything to say right now. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about the situation? Do you think the protest is a way forward to, to solve this problem, or should people call for diplomatic sitting? Like you just sit down and then you solve things. But if you have watched Trump's videos, I don't think it's a person who you can have a talk with. You can sit down with him and try to negotiate, try to see where the problem is. And apparently most world leaders, I don't know what's usually wrong with these people. They get to power and promise things that they know they're not going to deliver, which has been very, very hectic to a lot of citizens. But taking it slow, maybe, like, when you're paying taxes, you expect the best to the government, or rather for the government. You expect the best. You expect better facilities in terms of education. You expect better facilities in terms of healthcare. And that is not what is going on currently. So guys, if you live in America, can you tell us maybe your experience with this protest that is going on? Do you feel like Trump is gonna sit down and maybe listen and try to cater for its people? Guys, so in case you're new here, my name is Yvonne and you are welcome to my channel. To my new subscribers, welcome to being part of my online family, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Until next time.